Hello, trading has closed on the 30th of September 2025. As always, we'll do our disclaimer first. We'll go over our calls, then we'll make our predictions. It's my trading plan for the 1st of October 2025. It's a Wednesday. Please remember, just a plan at this point. I can always change it. I can be wrong, and trade at your own risk. Didn't have a directional call for today. We did say it was a pattern with the early high, which it is. Tomorrow has the early low. The standard pattern here is a rally until the close, which we got. It's just a reminder of what we said. We had an ultimate target, 66.7732. We said there was no time limit, but usually you didn't have to wait long. Here's that price. That printed. So we'll cross that one off the list. We have a new target from today's trade, 66.5146. And if we don't gap up smartly, that's my call for tomorrow. We're getting pretty close to the all-time high. If we hit the all-time high and break through, then my analysis just isn't going to hold up. Right now, this is close to about as far as you can get while keeping the idea alive. MEJT said this move was false, would retrace, said that was false, would retrace, said this was false, would retrace, now says this light rally is false and should retrace. Gives us our target for tomorrow, 66.5146. This is a wall into the close, unrestrained buying at a time when liquidity is dried up. It's often a false move, and if it is a false move, we're in a gap and going to undercut this low pretty quickly. I don't know why we had this wall, but my suspicion is because it was the final day of the quarter, and for many mutual funds, it's the final day of their fiscal year. And they want to show their stockholders they're holding all kinds of winning stocks. So they buy this to show them in their portfolio, and then when tomorrow comes and they don't have to show their cards for a long time, they just sell all the stocks they bought, and maybe that's why we dropped. This is the DeMark weekly chart. Final bar of the combo sell is bar 13. It doesn't have to end right here. It can end early. It makes no difference what we do the rest of the week, even though we could go higher. You can't add a week, but we've now satisfied all the criteria for bar 13. And if this works on the weekly chart, it often leads to a decline of some size. Now, I'm not claiming they all work. They certainly don't. But we have a lot of other stuff with the top already in, and if this works, that's just one more piece of evidence, and if we break through, then something else is going on. Wednesday's pattern has an early low regardless of where we open. There is a lower MEJT target of 66.5146. And unless we gap up smartly, the rules call for it to print. There's a wall into the close, which often is followed by gapping down, undercutting the origin of the wall. We have bar 13 of the DeMark combo sell signal on the weekly chart. So if I'm right about the recent high holding, then ideally we should drop right from the open, hit the MEJT target. We take out the all-time high here. I just don't have a good plan right now. It'll still be bar 13 on the DeMark signal, but if that's all I have, I wouldn't take it, as long as, at least not now. But we've already had enough to call a top. This is one more piece of evidence. Futures are down. If we undercut this and keep dropping, we have all we need. We just have to undercut some lows to be sure. As I've said, you don't have to sell at the exact high. If I'm right, we're going to have plenty of times to hop on the train. But this is about as high as you should go if my idea is right, and they aren't always right. So about as high as we go, we have the demarc signal, we have a lower target, futures are down, bears better not drop the soap on this one. It's the pattern with the early low. That's today's call.